Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back. It's great to see you here again. So today we've finished the treehouse. We've finished the actual structure on top. It's made with stone and wood and it's got a lot of detail on it. I am loving it. I'm sure you guys will love it too. One thing, make sure you watch to the end of the video. I've got a surprise for you. The shirt is a clue. Let's go to the video, I'll show you how I did it. All right, everybody, let's get into it. So I just took some foam core board, cut it up pretty simply into a square, glued it together, and this is going to be the main part of the house for the top of the tree. So after I glued that all together, I cut some strips, some shapes of XPS foam, and I'm going to glue that together. This is going to be the house roof. This is going to be the structure where I'm going to be putting everything else on, like the shingles and other things. So just glue that together, make it all nice and square, and then just cut off the excess, and there we have a neat little roof. So after I did that, I started to cut up and form the chimney on the back of the house. And again, just using some foam core board, a little bit of trial and error here on this to get the shape right. And then after that, I just glued it together with some hot glue, and there it is, looking pretty and very, very nice. So a little bit more foam core, a little bit of XPS foam mixture, and this is going to be an outcropping, kind of like a bedroom or another type of room outcropping on the side of the house. I thought this was going to look really neat. So glued that in there and she's good to go. We're going to put a roof on there pretty quick here, kind of in the same style as the main roof. So after that was all ready to go and done, I just started to glue on some very thin strips, very thin pieces of XPS foam. And these are going to be what I use in order to emboss the stonework on the side of the walls. So just going to trim this up to size, make it look nice and pretty, and we're going to move on to the next step. So the next step here, as you can see, is just a piece of tin foil rolled up into a ball, and I'm going to emboss the side of the XPS foam, and this is going to give it that stone looking texture. And then took a sharpened pencil and started to basically draw on each individual stone. As you can imagine, this took a fair amount of time, but as you will see, the results are awesome. There you go. So all that stonework looks really, really cool. So then I started to put little thin strips of XPS foam on the roof, and these are going to be the shingles, the wood shingles. So spent some time with that, got it all ready and done, and then I moved on to cutting out the windows and the doors of the house. And that went pretty smoothly, and then just made some simple cross beam frames for the windows and a wooden door. After that was all done, next came the black paint and the Mod Podge. And this is just going to help keep everything tight, keep everything pretty stable and sturdy. My wife likes to actually take my projects down to the farmers markets, and they've been enjoying it, so it needs to be strong. Hey everybody, if you're enjoying this video, please do me a favor. Hit the like and subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Let's go back to the video. All right, so after the black paint and Mod Podge was done, I started to put a coat of paint on the building. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a brownish on the shingles, and then gray stone color for the main part of the house. And then on the side there, that outcropping room, I wanted to do wood. So I made that into wood planks and a wood color. And that turned out really, really cool. So to make it a little bit more interesting and have a little more depth, started to do the dry brush. And then after the dry brush was done, I used a black oil wash. And that really brought out the detail in the stone too. So moving on, after I did the The dry brush, I used a brown oil wash, or I think this is actually a red oil wash, more dark red, and put that all over the shingles, and that just turned out so cool. It was a really interesting color. And then after that, just used that makeup kit that I use, that pigment powder, and started to do some individual stones. And there you see the end result, man. This is really starting to come together and look great. But I felt that this project needed more. So I started to build basically an outcropping deck, a really rough looking wooden deck that'll hang over the side of the tree. And this is one of the features of this project that I kind of really like. It looks horrible, but horrible on purpose. But the way it came out, man, I was really impressed. It looks like somebody built this with whatever they had lying around, and man, it looks good. It looks really rough. So after I built it all, I did a couple of layers. I did probably 3 layers of black and brown oil wash on here just to get that weathered look, and it turned out really good. I was very happy with that. So there you can see just adding some of the oil wash, and it turned out really well. So I just went and I started adding a little bit more greenery to the base of the tree. A little bit of greenery, a little bit of vines, and that really made that bottom section pop. So now I'm just adding a little bit more detail here. This here are shutters that have been beaten around by the wind, made them weathered, cut them up to make it look like they were cracking. So after I did that, just use a black wash again here. This is an oil wash. I mixed black and brown together and put it all over these shutters, made them look really weathered, and they came out, once again, they came out really good. So then I mixed up a little bit of moss, a little bit of paint, a little bit of flocking, and made a moss, and then I went to work and just put moss all over the shingles, a little bit on the house, a little bit on the tree. Just made it look really cool, really old and rough looking. So after that was done, I needed to do something to the top of this tree. I was not happy just having the house sit there. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna make this into a lawn or a green field of sorts. And man, it turned out awesome. So here you go, guys. Here's the end product. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. Really appreciate it. So if you remember a little while ago, I put out a video that showed some behind the scenes footage of a music video that I was involved in. Well, that video is now out. It is on YouTube and is ready to watch, and I gotta tell you, it is way beyond my expectations. Local artist and friend that put this together. I was really happy to be involved with it. Guys, check it out. I put the link down in the description. Leave some feedback for them. It's a great video. Thank you so much.